Happy Friday, St. Francis in the field. This is Father Justin here with your Friday finale. 3 things I want to focus on today. One is the Diary of Anne Frank this Sunday, 2 o'clock in the parish hall. More information below this email. The big thing I want to tell you is that the content may be difficult for children under the age of 9 or 10 to come listen to. Those who know the story of Anne Frank know that it's a tough story. It's an important story. So parents just need to exercise caution. It's really your call. Anybody can come. We just want you to be aware of that. Apex, on behalf of Apex Theater, who's coming in just to use our space. So they're the ones hosting this show, not St. Francis. We're just providing a venue. But they asked that we pass that message along. You can find out more information, how to purchase tickets and all that below this email. The next thing I want to point out, because I have my trusty announcements here, the Shrove Tuesday Pancake and Creole Supper. We're calling it the Shrove Tuesday Pancake Supper, but you never know. You know, it's Shrove Tuesday, Mardi Gras. Have a good time. All fun. Great youth fundraiser. Come check it out February 21st. Read about it below this email. Come take part in it. It's a great way to round out our Epiphany season and go into our Lenten season. And when we're in Lent, on March 4th, that's a Saturday, our Lenten quiet day. Focus, time to reflect, unplug from your busyness. Focus on who God is in your life in a very structured way. I'll be there leading it from the spiritual side. The Daughters of the King is hosting it. It's going to be a great morning. Just a morning on March 4th. We all have a morning we can give up. So come and take part in this. And again, anybody can. We can even have our younger ones there. I wouldn't go too young just because of the nature of sitting still. But middle schoolers, high schoolers could be a great opportunity to do this as a family. Mother-daughter, father-son, father-daughter. Great way to come and just connect with God and spend a little time together. And the last thing I want to talk about is just something that I'm hearing kind of through the communication chains. And it's not really as bothersome as how this happened, but I want to talk about Father Rick. One is I'm very thankful for Father Rick. He is an incredible part of our life here at St. Francis. And there's been some kind of talk that maybe he's retiring this year. And I think there's been some confusion. So here's what I want to say plainly. Father Rick is a retired priest. For those who've asked me in confirmation class who are new to the Episcopal Church, an assisting priest versus the title associate signifies that Rick is retired from full-time ministry. He retired as the rector of All Saints on Hilton Head Island in South Carolina. He moved down to this area and then he plugged back in with St. Francis before I arrived. So he is in fact retired and he works part-time here with us. Now, one day Rick will retire. He reminds me and jokes with me that he's not getting any younger and he sees the church growing, so he's very aware of the demands on clergy in a growing church. So I think some of this has been misconstrued to say that at some point here soon he's going to actually retire. He may. It may be this year, it may be next year, it may be the year after. That'll be a conversation for Rick and I to have together. And I just would encourage you to make sure we enjoy Rick. Don't worry about when that day is going to come, because it comes for all of us. One day I'll retire. And it's just it's the nature of ministry. But in the meantime, let's enjoy being together. Let's not worry about that date and time. Let's appreciate Father Rick and his ministry here, because I am more so than I even think he realizes, because he jokes with me about, you don't know what to do with me. And the reality is he's one of my mentors. He is so grounded in his faith and he pushes me in so many good ways. And that's what y'all don't get to see. And I want y'all to know that. So let's celebrate Father Rick. Let's not worry about when the full retirement will come, because this is Jane and Rick's church home. And we're going to be together for as long as we're together in this capacity. And then one day he'll just sit in the pews with us. Maybe he'll get up and preach once in a while, but he'll step down from this kind of paid part-time ministry. But who knows when that'll be. That'll be for him and I to figure out and what makes sense in his life. So let's enjoy him. Let's not worry about when that day is going to come. Let's just be St. Francis, surround everybody with love, welcome everybody, smile like Father Rick smiles, and just do the work that God's called us to do and not worry about the nuts and bolts and logistics. That's partly why you called me here, so we'll worry about that on our end. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on Sunday.